Well, here we are, 11 o'clock on Friday night, and all it looks like doom and gloom. Well, a couple things happened today, and we'll get to the Cyprus thing in a minute. But the consumer index come out for March, and it was the lowest it's been in years. Now we're a nation that's well over 65%. Our gross domestic product is pushed by consumerism, by you're buying bread and windows and trucks and cars and rugs and everything else. So with a society that's that dependent on the consumer spending money, and we have consumers with less and less money. The very rich have more money and are getting more money, and any increase in the gross domestic product went entirely to the 0.01%. Now they have spent all they're going to spend. They have everything they need. But it's the little guy that can't afford to spend, and he's the one that keeps this big consumer machine running. And he's the one that should have been getting the bailout, you know, we talked about this in the last one, that had they not bailed everybody else out, had we not had QE 1, 2, and 3 ad infinitum, that if they'd have sent it just a check to people that make less than 30,000 or a couple makes less than 40,000, if they divided that money up and just sent them a check, we'd have been well on our way to a sustained recovery, because those dollars would have been spent and respent, because those are the people that need to go out and buy something and can't afford to. So the consumer price index goes kaplook, and with it, it takes down all commodities. Everything got hit today. Gold got hit 88 bucks, below 1500. Silver, almost $2 for silver. When did you ever see silver drop that precipitously? Platinum, palladium, oil was down $3 a barrel. Everything, all commodities got hit. Now, who in the hell is selling at this junction is the big question. People get into this leeming attitude, and they just see people are fleeing precious metals, and they flee along with them, not realizing the hit that they're taking. But let's get to Cyprus. Now, Cyprus come out with a report saying that Cyprus is selling over 500 tons of gold to cover their interest payments on their bailout. Now, that sounds, 500 tons sounds like a lot of gold. Fort Knox has supposedly 8,000 tons. The Chinese are trying to accumulate 15,000 tons to start their new international currency. But 500 tons is a lot of gold to be hitting the market at one time. When you hear about these different countries buying gold, they're buying 5 tons, 8 tons, 20 tons, 100 tons, but 500 tons at one shot is a kick in the ass. Now the rumor was that Japan was going to do the same thing, and that if banks start to flee uh, uh, their gold reserves, uh, somebody's going to buy it. And at these prices, these are bargain prices. I'm not saying I'm going out and buy gold tomorrow, but if Tom had some reasonable gold, I might pick up some gold for a change, and then just to hold it for a couple of months, and then sell it. But I'm hoping he has some silver, which which I'm sure is going to be hard to find, because none of us would sell at these prices. Just doesn't make sense. Everybody, but I'm saying we deal in the marketplace with Lemmings. Everybody now wants to be in stocks. Well, listen, if I had a consumer report come in and tell me that the consumer wasn't buying, the last place in the world I'd be heading to was the stock market. But you got to live with these ups and downs. So hopefully this is a great buying opportunity. People are talking about $15 silver. I don't know that we'd have to be in such a world recession that no one would have any money at all, and for it to hit those prices, we'd have to see deflation like we've never on a scale we've never seen it before. So I I can't imagine it, but I would I would I would bet on 22 being the lowest, and I don't think we'll see 22. But if we do, then I'm going to be buying. I know that for sure. I'll be buying something tomorrow. And if Tom doesn't have anything, then I got 2 more days to think about buying something from AppMex before the market opens up on Monday. And what it's going to do Monday, I have no idea, because between now and Monday, you got all the rumor mills out there working. You got Goldman Sachs working gold. You got J.P. Morgan working silver. And whether they covered all their shorts or not, sooner or later they have to. And then that will be the turnaround point. If if the United States, Great Britain, and Europe don't go into a recession. But even if they go into a recession, it had to be such a massive recession, because we're still using 1 billion ounces of silver a year and mining between 700 and 800 million ounces. Now at these prices, 20% of the silver produced is produced by three major mines that mine only silver, and were all operating at a loss last year. So they won't be able to keep up operations at these prices, and that alone will take 200 million ounces off the market this year, and that should help turn things around. But it might be a long grind back, and that's simply because this economy is in for some rough times, and not just us, but the whole world. And all I can say is don't be foolish, and this is no time to get out. Don't follow that Lemming ahead of you and jump off the cliff, because you want to walk off. You want to be the little Lemming that walks to the side and says, maybe it's a good day to buy silver.